going to hunt you down. He's going to find out what's going on. And that's good. That's good for everybody. That's how you should be looking at this. Like, wow, we have a brilliant mind that is examining these really corrupt and goofy systems and bringing in a bunch of psychopath wizards.
Joe Rogan unleashes on Whoopi Goldberg after explosive accusations. Just when you thought the Hollywood drama had peaked, boom, it detonates right in front of us in a no-holds-barred response that's sending shockwaves across the internet. Joe Rogan has gone full beast mode on Whoopi Goldberg. No filter, no chill, and absolutely zero tolerance for what he's calling straight-up nonsense. Here's what went down. During a fiery segment on The View, Whoopi didn't just toe the line, she obliterated it. In a moment that left even seasoned Hollywood insiders stunned, she lobbed a wild accusation on live TV, claiming Elon Musk is using his billions to manipulate government policy behind the scenes. Yep, she really said it. No evidence, no sources, no receipts, just a bold claim, dropped casually like it was coffee shop gossip in front of millions of viewers. Joe Rogan, he wasn't having any of it. His response? Pure fire. And trust us, this feud is just getting started.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president. I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk? Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because people put the leg out to trip you going down the stairs.
Internet in absolute chaos. Viewers stunned, analysts speechless, and Elon Musk, he's not playing games. After Whoopi Goldberg dropped a bombshell on national television, casually accusing Musk of secretly influencing government policy and plotting behind closed doors with Senator J.D. Vance, the Tesla titan struck back hard. No warning, no mercy. Elon Musk filed a monster defamation lawsuit, blindsiding Whoopi with legal heat that set Hollywood ablaze. But what happened next? No one saw it coming. Inside the courtroom, Whoopi cracked. We're talking full breakdown. Tears, trembling, and a tearful apology in front of the judge. She said she regretted it all, but Joe Rogan wasn't buying it for a second. Taking to his podcast, Rogan went nuclear. You don't get to say stuff like that on national TV and then cry in court like it was just a joke. He called her out hard. No sympathy, no holding back. And his fans, they erupted in support. Rogan's takedown may have been the final blow to Whoopi's already shaky media standing. Insiders are whispering that even her closest allies are beginning to distance themselves as the lawsuit rattles the entertainment world to its core. All this because of one reckless moment on The View. During a heated panel, Whoopi looked dead into the camera and, without a shred of evidence, claimed, if Donald Trump were somehow removed from office, it wouldn't surprise me if Elon Musk and Senator J.D. Vance were behind it. No citations, no facts, just bold talk and reckless timing. And now the fallout is real, and trust us, it's only just beginning.
You're not really making the world a better place. Right. You're just allowing these financial institutions to enact control over corporations. And it's a really shifty, weird way they're doing it by making it seem like they're trying to make the world a better, more equal.
This wasn't just a hot take. This wasn't spicy banter. This was a full-blown allegation broadcast to millions with zero backup. Whoopi Goldberg didn't hedge her words. She didn't say allegedly. She didn't cite sources. No leaked docs, no whistleblowers, nothing. Just bold, bare accusations delivered like undeniable truth on The View. And that's exactly where she messed up, big time. Elon Musk wasn't about to let it slide like some harmless daytime gossip. Within days of that episode airing, legal firepower was already in motion. Musk filed a scorched earth defamation lawsuit, accusing Whoopi of knowingly spreading false, damaging claims that his legal team says torpedoed Tesla's stock, and derailed critical business negotiations. One of those deals, reportedly worth over $100 million, gone. All because of one careless moment on live TV. But here's where it gets even wilder. Elon's not in this for optics. He's not asking for a polite wrist slap or a PR-approved oops. He's swinging for the fences, a massive financial payout to recover the alleged damages, a full public apology, not hidden in a press release, and most importantly, a televised retraction live, just as loud and public as the original claim. Meanwhile, Whoopi walked into court like it was just another taping of The View. Cool, collected, confident, maybe even thinking she could talk her way out of it with a wink and a smirk. But the courtroom isn't Hollywood, and this drama, it's real. It's expensive, and it's unraveling fast. Stay locked in, because if Elon gets his way, Whoopi's next big moment might not be on a soundstage. It might be under oath.
When you're a certain age, you use words that you know from when you were a kid or you remember saying, and that's what I did today, and I shouldn't have. I should have thought about it a little longer.
What sort of federal money going to media companies is what helps explain why the legacy media all says the same thing at the...
When the camera stopped rolling and the courtroom fell silent, reality hit hard. As the judge laid out the gravity of the defamation charges, Whoopi Goldberg broke. No more tough talk, no studio light, no audience applause, just tears, streaming, a voice cracking under pressure, and a courtroom full of stunned silence. She apologized and again, even admitting to the judge, "I didn't mean for it to go this far." But by that point, it was already too late. Enter Joe Rogan. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, he came in swinging. No sugarcoating, no sympathy, no filter. Joe's words? "You don't sit on one of the most watched shows in the country, throw out wild claims about one of the richest, most influential men on earth, and expect no consequences. That ain't how it works." He called Whoopi's courtroom breakdown a performance, a last-ditch act that was too little, too late, and the internet exploded. Clips of Joe's rant went viral across every platform. Memes, tweets, TikToks, you name it. People rallied behind his blunt truth. Rogan said what everyone else was too scared to say out loud. His key message? Crystal clear. If you're going to make bold, dangerous claims on national television, the kind that could sway public opinion, crash stocks, or destroy real livelihoods, then you better show up with receipts. Whoopi didn't. And now, she's knee-deep in one of the biggest celebrity legal storms we've seen in years. But this isn't just another headline feud. This is a turning point. Daytime TV hosts have long spoken with the freedom of opinion, but Joe's takedown is igniting a larger conversation. Where's the accountability? And just when it couldn't get more explosive, Whoopi reportedly said, on air, Elon Musk could throw every Republican in jail if he wanted. That comment set everything on fire. Joe torched the hypocrisy, calling it a clear example of how out of touch some media figures have become. And he didn't stop at commentary. He brought facts, context, and hard evidence to back up every point. This isn't just fallout. This is a reckoning, and it's unfolding in real time.
Stop Hitler by any means necessary. Wouldn't you stop Hitler? And so they equate Donald Trump with Hitler and go, here you go. This is our modern Hitler. Do you see what Whoopi Goldberg said?
What'd she say?
Whoopi Goldberg said that Biden could arrest all the Republicans and put them in jail. You just need to see how unhinged this kind of thinking is.
All those rights. He is immune from everything.
Yeah.
You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa. He could throw every Republican in jail.
Rogan dug deep into Whoopi Goldberg's past and pulled out the receipts nobody expected to resurface. He reminded his audience that there was a time not even that long ago when Whoopi wasn't so anti-Trump. In fact, she had publicly joked around, with him praised some of his business moves and even laughed at his appearances on shows like The Apprentice. Rogan exposed how she once embraced the same man she now labels a threat, showing clips where she was clearly comfortable in his presence. But the second it became politically profitable to switch sides, she flipped the script without missing a beat. And Rogan didn't let that slide. He called it what it was: fake loyalty for political gain. He played those clips loud and clear. He named names. He challenged his viewers to stop blindly following what they hear and to start asking real questions. Is this really about the truth, or is this just about pushing a narrative that benefits certain people? Rogan's tone was serious, even confrontational, because he believes this isn't just entertainment anymore, it's manipulation. He wanted people to think hard about whether the media is giving them facts or just stirring the pot to get reactions. And now the fallout is here, and it's ugly. Since the lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg exploded in the headlines, she's been scrambling to do damage control. In court, she tried to backpedal hard. She broke down in tears in front of the judge, reportedly saying, "I didn't mean to hurt anyone, I didn't." Expect this to go so far. But the courtroom wasn't the view, and emotional breakdowns weren't going to win sympathy from a legal team that had come prepared to fight. Because no matter what she claimed after the fact, the damage had already been done, and the consequences. We're finally catching up. Joe Rogan weighed in on the courtroom drama with his usual straight-up style. He made it crystal clear that he believes people like Whoopi think their fame gives them a free pass to say whatever they want, no matter how reckless, false, or damaging. He said celebrities have gotten way too comfortable pushing hot takes without accountability, assuming they can spin the story later if things go south. But in this case, that safety net vanished. Rogan made it known not this time. Elon Musk's legal team is coming in strong. According to inside sources, they're building a case so big it might shake the whole industry. They've reportedly been collecting evidence for weeks. Transcripts, financial impact reports, video clips, social media reactions, even investor statements. The claim is that Whoopi's comments directly affected Tesla's stock and ongoing business deals, and they're not treating it like a minor mistake. They're treating it like a full-blown media attack with real consequences. This case is turning into a cultural moment. It's not just about one celebrity versus another, it's about setting a precedent. What happens when someone with a massive platform gets called out for crossing the line? What happens when powerful voices finally face real accountability? Rogan says the game has changed, and from the looks of it, he might
To you
be right.
about. I wanted to play this, but we decided we shouldn't play it. We don't want anybody to have any sort of way to get it down. The episode of you when you're on The View, when you were running for president.
Right.
Donald Trump is a billionaire, a real estate mogul, and a television star. But does he really want to add President of the United States to his resume? A lot of people would like him to.
You got introduced as our friend Donald Trump.
Please, let's find out, and please welcome my friend, Donald Trump.
That's right.
Whoopi Goldberg gives you a big hug and a kiss. Joy Behar gives you a big hug. Barbara Walters gives you a big hug. They all loved you.
We're so happy to have you. Whenever you're on with us, we're very happy. We love it.
They're talking about you as such a favorable light. The audience was cheering, and then you actually started winning in the polls, and then the machine started working towards you.
Joe Biden knows how to do this. Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just.
This isn't just a headline, it's a legal earthquake. Elon Musk's legal team isn't playing games. They're not firing off angry tweets or bluffing with PR spin. Behind the scenes, they've launched a full-scale legal assault on Whoopi Goldberg, and what they're building could blow the lid off Hollywood-style media manipulation. Sources close to the case say it's a methodical takedown. Musk's team is pulling years of financial records, tracking every dip in Tesla stock that came after Whoopi's controversial remarks. They're lining up expert witnesses, business partners, even former investors, all ready to testify that the moment Whoopi's segment aired, deals collapsed and reputations took a hit. And here's the kicker. They're not just claiming her comments were wrong. They're claiming they were knowingly false. And worse, intentionally damaging. If the court rules in Musk's favor, this won't just be a slap on the wrist. We're talking about a televised public apology, a full retraction, and potentially tens of millions in damages. Some insiders say the total could hit $50 million once you factor in the partnership's lost and Tesla's brand impact. And that's not all. There's quiet chatter inside ABC that if things get too messy, Whoopi could be forced to step down from The View. Even if she walks away from court without cutting a check, her credibility, it's already taken a fatal hit. For years, Whoopi was viewed as a sharp, fearless voice in daytime TV. But now fans are asking, was it honesty or just performance? Joe Rogan didn't hold back. This isn't cancel culture, he told his audience. This is consequences culture. And that line hit like a sledgehammer. He wasn't saying Whoopi should be silenced. He was saying if you use your platform to influence millions, you better be ready to own the fallout when it goes sideways. But Rogan didn't stop at Whoopi. In the final minutes of that episode, he turned his fire on the system behind her, the producers, the networks, the executives who greenlighted the segment. He questioned how anyone at ABC News could let it air without even basic fact-checking. This isn't some podcast in a basement, Rogan said. This is primetime television. You don't get to wing it just because it fits your narrative. And that right there, that's the heart of this scandal.